Well, it's full house in Osaka, in the prefectural gymnasium, and we go to our first of our bashos bouts. And it's between Hokutoriki at 151 kilos, fights Tamarikido, somewhat lighter at 140 kilos. Hokutoriki on the left there. There's a bit of swimming in his training, goes regularly along to the Sumida Ward pool and sprints up and down. Well, that's a good start for him. He shoves Tamarikido out with tsukidashi, or thrust out. First win then for Hokutoriki. Now a newcomer about to come out in the red Moashi, Asasekiryu. Name's very similar to Asashoryu. Only difference is the bit in the middle. He's the red dragon. Asashoryu is the blue dragon. Asasekiryu at 136 kilos, bit on the light side, fighting Buyuzan on the right there at 158. Much the heavier of the two, and a lot more experience at this top level. It's Buyuzan then who wins that one with oshidashi. So in his debut match in the Makuuchi division, Asasekiryu loses. Only 21 years old, but it's got plenty of time and it's got lots of potential. Jack the Giant Killer now about to come out. This is the man who beat Takanohana in the last basho, and it was after that bout that Takanohana decided he'd had enough. Not only did Aminishiki beat Takanohana, he also picked up 19 envelopes full of prize money, so it was a good day for him, and he'll go down in the history books. Here he's fighting Miyabiyama, much bigger man, 181 kilos. Driving him back to the edge, but he's a wily fighter, is Aminishiki, very skillful. Only 124 kilos, lightest man in these top ranks. He's got a good line in, tricky techniques. Well, Miyabiyama's trying to tie those arms up, but beautifully done there. Despite something like a 60-kilo difference in weight between these two wrestlers, Aminishiki just twisted a bit to the side, drove Miyabiyama diagonally out. Kasugao now, this man's from Korea. Kyokushuzan here is from Mongolia. Quite an influx of non-Japanese into this Makuuchi division. Kyokushuzan there, though, a wily fighter. Got an extraordinary range of technique, comes out, puts both arms to block Kasugao's charge, and then abruptly reverses that. And Kasugao is left clawing at the empty air. Win there for Kyokushuzan. Wakiyama, big wrestler, 177 kilos. Also, an intelligent one as well. There's a report recently that said he's going to go into graduate school, Aomori University Graduate School. Didn't say what he was going to study, but can't quite see how he can do that and continue wrestling, but no doubt we'll hear in due course. Well, Iwakiyama there, making the going, drives out Mr. Sideburns relentlessly with oshitaoshi. And those two are both in the 170 kilo group. Over 170 kilos, these wrestlers are monitored. Recent strength study of wrestlers said that over about 180 kilos, strength training doesn't do very much for them. The injuries take over. Too many torn muscles and the like. No doubt a certain amount of fat gets in the way as well. Well, here's Takanohana. He's now an oyakata. It's one of the sumo elders and also stable boss. And these, they guard the paths in, the Hanamichi, so-called, the east one and the west one, into the tournament venue. So there he is doing his stuff. He still hasn't lost his special sumo hairstyle. That'll come when he has his ring retirement ceremony, the Intai-shiki. Now we have Kotoryu against Kaiho. These two warriors have fought each other 14 times in the past. Each has won 7 times. Both very skillful. Fast start by both. Kotoryu fires off some tsupari there. Whirlwind attacks. Left hand following right hand. Kaiho, good at changing from the charge. Comes out, then ducks to one side or the other. Kaio it was in the last basho who was the only one to beat Mongolian Asasekiryu. And they're both leaning into each other. Kotoryu's got the weight advantage, some 20 kilos heavier. And he's got the smaller wrestler, heels to the edge, and over he goes with yorikiri. Kotoryu there, squats down in the Sonkyo position, so-called, gestures to the ground with one of his hands when the referee announces his win. It's not officially in the rule book, that move, but they all do it. Now we have Tamanoshima, 155 kilos, looks bigger than that, against Wakanoyama at 162 kilos. So both wrestlers firing off with the throat thrusts. Now onto the belt. And there's an attempt at a pull down, and eventually it's Tamanoshima who gets that. Keeps pulling down on Wakanoyama's black mawashi, and down he went with a little bit of a twist at the end. It's the underarm twist throw there that finished Wakanoyama off. Asasekiryu coming out from the shitakubeya, the preparation room. Although he was the Western Yokozuna with the absence of Musashi Maru, he switched to the Eastern preparation room, which is the senior of the two. Now, Dejima on the left against Kotonowaka. They fought 16 times. Dejima's won 10 of those 16. Well, Kotonowaka's a slow starter. In fact, his sumo is generally slow. If you look at his wins over the whole of each basho, he tends to start rather badly and then picks up towards the end. Here he is locking in, trying to use his superior weight, driving Dejima back to the edge. Dejima tries a leg hook there, Sodogake, and that finishes off the big man. So down goes Kotonowaka from Sodogake. Looked like Dejima was going to be forced over the edge with yorikiri, but that last-ditch attempt there on the leg of Kotonowaka gave him the victory. Wakanosato, very muscular wrestler. Bench presses 100 kilo and squats 100 kilo when he does weight training, which is not a lot of weight considering his size, but the sumo bosses don't let them push really heavy weights. Might be an idea if they did. But anyway, Wakanosato forces Shimotori out there with oshidashi. Wakanosato had a good basho last time. He had 11 wins against only 4 losses. Now we move on. It's Takamisakari on the left. The man the crowd love. They love all these gestures. He does it every single time, and every single time they go berserk. Well, here he goes. Despite all that, he's a good wrestler. His last basho he had 10 wins. One before that, not so good. One before that was he did well. He's moved quite quickly up the Makuuchi rankings now. Kotomitsuki comes out like a rocket, cracks into his upper body, and then just drives him out with a couple of thrusts there to his body. So they're the superior speed of Kotomitsuki, and he's also won the tournament, won it in September 2001. Obviously the Yokozuna, he's having his hair done up by the Tokuyama, one of the specialist barbers that are part of the sumo group. Now Tochinonada in the black mawashi fights Kaio. These two have fought 20 times in the past. Kaio's won 14 of them. Kaio's either very, very good or he's lousy. What's it going to be this time? Well, he got dumped out there without too much trouble. Tochinonada takes that one. Kaio was out the previous basho. He had an arm injury, but he's come back. Now the big question is over Asasekiryu. Is his size, his weight. Certainly helps to have a bit of weight. Of course, in the past, Chiyonafuji wasn't so big and not so heavy. He's extremely powerful, and everybody's wondering if this is going to be the new Chiyonafuji. Now, onto this bout. Kyokutenho from Mongolia fights Chiyo Taikai of Japan. Chiyo Taikai leads with the head, cracks in first, locks onto the belt, takes Kyokutenho right to the edge, can't quite do it, runs him round a bit, then pushes him out further round. Nice comfortable win there for Chiyo Taikai. In this basho, he must get at least 8 wins, in other words, kachikoshi, otherwise he'll lose his ozeki rank. Now Musayama, man who never dodges the charge of the opponent. He always goes straight for them. These two have fought each other 46 times and each has won 23, so it's pretty even over the years. But of the two, Musayama is, I was about to say, results-wise ahead, but Takanonami, of course, the old ozeki, the man who's been around almost forever, and has also won 2 tournaments along the way, forces him out with okuridashi. Now on to the new yokozuna. Well, there's a lot of pressure on this 22-year-old yokozuna. His life has suddenly got very busy. There are lots of public appearances he has to make. He has to perform special ceremonies in Japan. Here he's fighting Tosanumi. They fought 12 times in the past. Asasekiryu won 7 of them. Well, he's had a bit of a shoulder injury, has Asasekiryu, just before the basho. Doesn't seem to have affected him too much, but he hasn't trained quite so much as he should have. Lots of, as I say, lots of appearances and ceremonies that yokozuna have to do. Well, it's a hard start there, but Tosanuumi's given him a good run for his money. He's piling in, he's testing him, but it's a slap down there. Hatakikomi win by Asasekiryu gets him his first victory as yokozuna. Well, he needed that one for his own self-confidence. Not that he lacks much of it, but when you get to the top-ranking sumo, you don't want to lose your first bout against a mere komusubi-ranked wrestler such as Tosanuumi. So Asasekiryu then takes his first win. Well, there's the action. Lots of throat thrusts and slaps to the face from Tosanuumi. Tosanuumi looked as though he had him on the run there, but finally Asasekiryu gets just above him and pulls him down. Well, stay with us. We'll be back after the break.